yewo London yaji abasobodie bebree ne ya redare ewo mransemu eye legal services bitise family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWF die yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nyeden kra. Yen partner penimpa Bennard Owusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. Bwf Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na busuansem bi te se child care eya abofrahwe mu awaregya ye ho twuma mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen child care any family team no nim nia wo famu eweni ya wo brei mu enu ntin ye to ye mboase ma wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Ayobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu no sanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje ewo family any matrimonial cases ho a unni haw kra. Upe advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF Solicitors die ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho totoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas, ni appeals. Yen senior partner eye member na wasagina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se ye taiwachi a wunni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa nonkron pe mu ekosi enumre nonsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm ena memene danso eye appointment nko free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Yewo 4th floor ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sawu 93 Seven Sisters Underground nswa eye kwantie bi. Yen senior partner Bennard Owusu san ye barrister ya gina tumu na oye Ghana Bar Association member ena wasen gina se mranimfo ewo court cases ya efa Ghana law ho. Wa advise local authorities, official solicitors office ni solicitors bebree efa Ghanaian law ho yi na osan yobi a otai kasa ewo radio any TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.
Can I won't sense ready to some higher before you throw young ma say can I won't sense ready to some I radima sunshine is I am a boy I this year we're here now what it's your concoction I took forward here and I'm quiet today and then in our my busa said young coupon our here oh Saturday for sorry hey sorry na kick how Nema matamfo minara moriti erate ima rapo karabahanda erate if it's a walk, he can't walk one. A time for her, I say, Sawo, he can't walk one. Konya Nina Papai, hey, Sawo, he can't walk one. A time for her, I say, Sawo, he can't walk one. One in a John, the Kanya won't. yo erade nyankopon ma nsentreni endi mpaebo echi na mehu se ampa uye osentreni nyankopon anopei wo mpaebo ne sen anopei edien na waso afre onyankopon efa wo krata ho se men krata semwi medwuma semwi mawari semwi kone sen emre ben na metumi ni emra no ede ho dwuma na masum adwome anopei mema obi bia chi mema good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. This is GN Radio Legal Hour with Bwf Solicitors. It's another Friday. Once again, we are here to educate ourselves with the things around the EU issues. And I say EU settlement scheme. Yes. Emrena assign edu bill mesre se ubetri aben efidie no frɛ wo no ebi frɛ odofo bi frɛ obi bia wo gidi se saa dwumedi ayeye ebeboa no kwan bi so ebi kra na enye ne asem na nso embia na daachi bi na edi aboa no bomodia na twifme efidie no ye wo YouTube ye wo Facebook ye wo baabia social media ne so handles ne nyina ye wo so bomodia na twifme efidie ne embedi ndwuma ewa ha se ene nyame adom me meka say we are privileged say yem papa penimpa senior partner Mr. Bennard Owusu ewu fie ha one ye ba bedi saa dwumedie GN Radio Legal Hour mo amonim Friday morning bia mo nua ba eja we be se me ni koko because of the dedication and the passion I have for the community ntino me bomoden aba na ye ni mo aba betina se ntene nso biom nyankopon adom ye wa ha ye the education no sign abremo misremo enidie mo montwemben nene emo de ene de ebeye hye ene de ebeye butubutu ene say lawyer papa lawyer I can lawyer kentinka na ye Bwf Solicitors ye can lawyer wo de wasem komo mo a ekodan mo a ansa na obefi omo office no kra kono na 80% of your problem is solved ansa na odi we hu se we hu line no internet say we always recommend Bwf Solicitors at the mount omodwuma ho ti omodwuma ho ya kono omodwuma no o de kwa unim say you have that success rate, you have that percentage, high percentage say obetumi odi nkunim no eno no enti me mame kasa enye tintim mame kasa ene dwumedi e ba bedim say mu hwam ene say you ye can European Union settlement scheme family permit ni nyina mu no ye di date ato ho say by 30th of June no na nyoma bebre esesa sa na mre bi etwam 31st December 2020 no ye bebo hu de ro sa se nyoma besisa ampa abesisa na mom nyankopon adom ye nya grace period fiti samre na ko akodu 30th of June na 30th of June ye em say em fasting 100 days kra ensisa home office adwen enti no anamu a say yeto na ye ho beto yen say why application why EU application onim say wonsa enka enioma no kwan be na say wo fa so why EU settlement scheme ni bia na de na besi say deadline a ye de amayen say esi say kima wasem ne say de na obeye say empo why application no ansa na debt ni besi na wonya moaya emoaye be na wo hwehwe ana say even application wo ye enoma twintwantwintwe kire enti no wentumi am processing in tem na 30th of June besi a ebe how be na de be bro ene ye ba bedi dwuma enti no mesremo na montwem ben ye be ko line so sisi a enche bia Bwf Solicitors we show me kira kwan sorry 214-218 High Road 7 Sisters. You know, maybe mama me just 1 second. Em say bibi yatra me na abosan ko no omoboa. Amakasa na yi bibi. Me fa nsuo gu memre mo na ansa na me esa me ma Uncle Ben, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Tanya T. That's a say.
Se make us a baby at Ramika Cranton or Mestro. What church it's you for? Not a figure, ya 5 Wadaro.
Okay. I think for me, when I was share on Facebook and YouTube, BWF social media handles, and GN radio social media handles, and I pay Yichiamina, I that a radias, and I pay Wama Yina Ahomka. Yetimi Abekamo, and Amoma Bekayo. Na yɛbɛdi dwuma yi na yɛde aboaboa yɛ community no nti sɛ anɔpa yi mote yɛnka na sɛ na efiada biara yɛyɛ no na yɛba na yɛabɛdi dwuma a ɛbɛtumi aboa yɛ community no na yɛbɛka mmaransɛm law made no family law immigration dispute resolution na Ghanaian law, but it make a law be into a question be. But the here to know and that topic is very important. To Miss Rao, be our so that be a freunia no to meet me a share, or meet me a click a like, forward it. Now, obi sunti because Juma be doing very important. Normally, no, I raise problems, the mass solution. And lawyer, there were human solutions. I was here identify a problem first. I am a solution. Tell solutions near the mama.
Yo, Uncle Ben, did I see? In fact, we are lawyer. Me watch me as I say, what did Jimmy? Yo, yeah, the Yamiasi. Adolfo, you may dear legal our Bwf Solicitors in your morning Friday, dear Yasan. Aba Uncle Ben, Abeka Salvation, Neno, yan toppings in here, may be kind a kind, you some no. And Chibia a baby, ye inteno. Ye baby Sabi some near whom in some be me the Biabe to ya. Empo Yanka say, some na bano. And now 30th of June, I see deadline. So Mrs. our deadline, then be I want to 2 1 year. Dana ebesi. Ye besa so beside who say I am bia na wo de unsem na kodan if you can see mo na so onya emwaye bia 30th ni June ni do a eden na wo beye insem ne de dose na senior Uncle Ben ne be di kan ahya ase no all kano na ye bisa no sansem semu so won so betumi abem owie education na maybe a phone lines na also in some da wa kuma so opese obisa no ubetumi ebisa mesra mo telephone line yen sesan edu me so dia me use phone ni nyina enti se wo frɛ na ye engage try other numbers wo frɛ na ring a mefa sa ye bia obi wo so nso na anya botra ma ye na wa twen ebedu so ken se wo gina so na ekate kwa mesra enye se ebuaye pa ubetumi assign afre bioma ubenya yen sa na tie na mo amode questions bebrebe amane me no so no as time goes on maybe say bisa e de amamo nti telephone lines no ewo ya pin e wo Facebook ne so ya pin wo YouTube ne so mesra mo nhye ne so emfa emmaye mo nhye ne so emfa maye enti yo ye ntwintwan so emre ne kodada enti no Uncle Ben maybe sa anase senia yenim ye ne da no enam se enye yen Ghana fonkwa na etie dwumedie nti no ye de education main topic no yen pintim kakra e wo poto kasa ni mo sa 5 to 10 minutes no na afede ye wia na yen sem a ye bebisa no na ye bisa no e wo ye krom kasa anti Uncle Ben we de obi a ochamio nim kasa si over to you wadaroma.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Magneti. We are grateful that you've all joined us this morning by the grace of God. We are grateful. As you may all know, we're approaching the end of the grace period, which is the 30th of June, for all EU applications. This includes both derivative applications, Zambrano, Ibrahim, Texera, Chen. If you were here by the end of December, then clearly you will have to make your application by the end of June. However, we are aware that there are significant number of people in the UK who are not aware of this deadline. or are aware but haven't got the necessary skills to lodge the application because it's mainly done online, apart from the Zambrano and the derivative right applications, which is done by paper. Even on that, since yesterday, well, since Wednesday, the Home Office have now said that all applications that is done on paper, which includes all the derivative right, the Zambrano, instead of calling them for the forms, you can now send a request by email, and then you can also make the application by email. So there has been a movement by the Home Office. But our main focus today is what happens if you miss the deadline, okay? Because that will happen. There are many, many people, significant number of people who will miss the deadline. Does it mean the end of the world? Does it mean that you have to be deported? Does it mean that you have to be removed? Does it mean that you have to stop working? Does it mean that you cannot longer rent accommodation? Does it mean that you will lose your driver's license? Because we all know that if you don't have residency, lawful residence in the UK, you will lose your right to work. You also lose your right to a UK driver's license and also the right to rent. So these are very, very important decisions that people have to make. But as I've said, the Home Office have now set out in their guidance notes. The latest one is dated the 21st of May, 2021, which clearly provides some avenue and recourse for people who may miss the deadline. The exemptions cover children, and this will be children under 18 and all children in care. So if somebody misses the deadline and the person is a child, then the Home Office have said that in all cases, they should take a flexible and a pragmatic approach to people that they encounter who do not have residency, have not made an application under the EU SS. So the focus is on the concept of approach. And they've said that they should be flexible and pragmatic. And the exemption, as I said, applies to children. So this will be children in care or caregivers. Caregiver is somebody who's been in care and have left care. Care is a public law or application under the Children Act. And all children who are living with parents and the parents themselves have not made that application and therefore the child is not applied. So if you fall within that category, you will be exempt. So you can make your application even after the 30th of June. The next category of people comes within the definition of physical and or mental, people with challenging physical or mental health issues. This it's not people who are, for want of a better word, in a mental health home, but we're talking of people with Alzheimer's disease, dementia, people who are living in care homes, people who have certain challenges. It may not be pronounced, but if you clearly have physical challenges and you cannot use a computer, the emphasis is on digital illiteracy. So if you're digitally illiterate, then of course you will have an exemption, which means that you can also make your application after the 30th of June. In fact, they said you can make your application after several years. After several years. So people who miss the deadline, if you have a genuine case and fall within the category of classes of persons who have been defined, then of course you can make your application after the deadline. Also, victims of modern slavery, that itself is a concept which the Home Office takes seriously. These are people who've been brought to the UK by other residents and have been kept at home, used as maids, servants, and all, for want of a better word, slaves. They are called victims of modern slavery. So if you fall within the definition of a victim of modern slavery, then again, quite clearly, you will fall within the class of exempt people who can make the applications after several months or after several years. The next class of people are people who are in domestic violence situations or from abusing and controlling environment. So usually will be women or men, children, and adults who may have been caught up in relationships where the other parties abuse them and or have experienced domestic violence. Again, if you fall within this class of persons or people, then clearly you will be exempt. And even if you don't make your application by the 30th of June, you can make your application after, several months after or several years after. And then we have other compelling practical or compassionate reasons. Other compelling practical or compassionate reasons can be anything from lack of computer to lack of internet. So anything that falls within any situation that can be interpreted as a reasonable explanation for not making the application will cover you. For example, if somebody is recovering from COVID, it may be that you're no longer COVID positive, but you are recovering from COVID. You will be covered. You live in an area where there's no internet, you will be covered. You live in an area where there's internet, you haven't got money to get the internet, you will be covered. You are an illiterate person, you will be covered. You are not illiterate, but you have challenges, you will be covered. You didn't know. If you say, I didn't know that I had to do it, you will be covered. So all the fears that we had, it seems the Home Office have listened to us and they've amended the initial class of exempt persons were very limited. Adding the people with other compelling or compassionate circumstances covers a broad spectrum of persons, and it covers almost everyone who misses the deadline. It doesn't mean that you've been given a blank check to miss the deadline, or that you've been given a free way not to make your application, because they will have to assess every application with your reasons for not applying and decide whether you fall within exempt persons. Also, people who have residency under EEA regulation. So if somebody's got permanent residence, if somebody's got residence card 5 years under the old style, and they don't make the application by the 30th of June, these people are covered as well. You can make your application anytime, several months after or several years after. Again, you need to explain why you didn't know. And then also people who may have issues with documentation, maybe their passport is not available, they don't have evidence of relationship, or they don't have the EE nationals details and stuff like that, you will be captured. And finally, the Home Office have said that if you are encountered by an immigration and enforcement officer after the 30th of June, so from the 1st of July, the Home Office have said that if you are encountered, one, you should be given the chance to apply within 28 days, and you should also be served notice to apply. So when they encounter you, whether or not you qualify, that's not their concern. Their concern is that if you tell them that I'm here because of an EEA national, or I am an EEA national, they've been advised and instructed not to detain you, but serve you notice to make your application within 28 days. Finally, there are those who are concerned that if I come from outside after the deadline, can I make an application? The withdrawal agreement provides various scenarios where you are covered. So people who are living in the UK as at the 21st of April must make the application by the 30th of June. Any person who arrived in the UK after the 21st of April has 3 months to make the application. Can I repeat that again? If you are a resident in the UK, so you came with a family permit, or you were in Ghana, you came back to the UK, or you came before the 21st of April, you have 3 months to make your application. Sorry, your application must be made by June. But if you came after the 21st of April this year, then you have 3 months to make your application. And therefore, although the 3 months will exceed June, you are still within the category of people who are captured under the withdrawal agreement. Finally, the withdrawal agreement itself, if you look at Article 4 of the withdrawal agreement, if you look at paragraph 5 and paragraph 6 of Schedule 3 of the Immigration and then the Social Security Coordinating EU Withdrawal Agreement of 2020 and the Consequential Savings and the Transitory Provision EU Exit Regulation 2020. It's a very long law that protects almost everyone who was resident in the UK by the 31st of December. So Article 10(1)(f), for example, will cover people who have retained their right of residence. If you look at a case of Monday, which is spelled Munday, which is a 2019 citation, it clearly says that in cases where the Home Office is being difficult, because you were here by the 31st of December, you will be protected by the withdrawal agreement under paragraph 5 and 6 of Schedule 3. So again, a broad spectrum of protection, but it will be a legal argument. And my parting words to you is please make your application before the 30th. However, if the application is not made by the 30th, the withdrawal agreement protects you. The Home Office guidance protects you. And also, you may fall within a special category of persons who have been classified as exempt and may have a plausible and reasonable explanation why the application was not made by the 30th. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lawyer Bennard, Uncle Ben. Thank you. I have a quick question based on the exempt person and how they need to explain the reason why they were not able to make the application within the time frame given to them. Suppose, like you said, some of these exempts may be you didn't understand the language properly, or you couldn't. I mean, you are a computer not literate, or you can't really access the document. I mean, all this. Somebody may say flimsy excuses. Do you need or do you have to approve in case you've stated these example, these excuses in your explanation? Do you have to explain that? Do you have to prove that to them that indeed you were not computer literate, or you couldn't really understand the English, or you didn't actually get the meaning of what is happening? Do you have to approve, Uncle Ben?
Okay, so the specified documents to support your reasonable explanation includes medical records, include letters from the home that you are living, includes family members who may have been supporting you, or charity organizations who are providing you with support, includes charity organizations that accommodated you. It includes friends who may have accommodated you because you were homeless, because homeless people also come within the exemption as well. And if you say I'm computer illiterate or digitally illiterate, then of course you cannot provide a written document, but your say-so will suffice. And that is also a good reason why you didn't make the application. Having said that, the Home Office can be very obnoxious sometimes, and they can be very pedantic sometimes, in the sense that they can nitpick on very, very flimsy and silly reasons and refuse the application. We've seen a lot in the recent past. My focus this morning is to encourage everyone to apply. However, if for any reason you are not able to apply, it is not the end of the world, because it made provision for you to apply several months after or even several years after.
Thank you very much, Uncle Ben. Okay, so you need to apply before. You must actually, because you don't have to wait till after the 30th of June for you to be combing around with excuses to adapt to your application. Uncle Ben, yeah, that's it. Yeah, beba, yeah, you chromo kasano. Na, and yeah, said, maybe a telephone lines, no, Eddie Atum. whilst the conversation is going on. Ofra embia na wasem emfa yi ho ba na nso efa yi ho ene ananka ye fituma anka be me de pa na mom emfa ho a ekwan da ho obetumi questions ne de emfa emra ho nko ade a anka Ben ewa ha na beyi wo aye anka Ben yeda se na ayembia o waye wo de excuses yi nyina akọ enye se ye pese ye refusing crofo na omon kwechi na mom embia na wo nso no wa na waye wade excuses a wode kan ho nyina wode akọ na mom home office ya anje anto say na explain it, sometimes they can be some way omo anje anto na omo amfa mawa ommema o bibi e friend no sa appeal na say ye ma ho kwan say obe appeal.
Okay, Manyeti, I'm say on my right of appeal. Na why appeal? Na why? Enti ye potokasa na ye kan ye no. Meka say abusumi eba na wie ya. Ye nyina nim say EU4 ni mabusuafo no application ye ka asem nya no. Na che say aba na wie ye. But eno nkyere say ewie kura. Aba na de nhihya aba. Say we obi a wanya application no busumi ewie ya. Assistant will meet me application. No moment was so Casa Papa be a whatever mamma now whatever change the intia 1 year. Ebini say we are kola you'll be under 18. Ebini say now care and I say we free care. Ebini say well mo computer no wouldn't mo. Ebini say we fee internet ni ho. Ebini say well mo ibebite. Ebini say well mo ni makin kind. Ebini say well mo we a penny who home who dementia. And I say, or Alzheimer's. Ebini say when you are covered into now on Tiapo. Ebini say be a BB acheo. Ebini say no winning. Ebini say no winning. Ebini say well monocrano. Now EU card in Ibidada. Into the Mabe 2018. Into well winning say okay. Ebini say what ha umame and our papa and I wukum and our year yo yakayaka did time when domestic violence into went to the application. Ebini say nipa na wote ne nkyɛn no wo yɛ adwuma ma no wafa wo ba wo yɛ slave ti wagye wo nkrata nyina asie nti wamfa ma wo san nkɔfo no so betimi ayɛ ebi kura na sɛ wo mu no ebi kura sɛ ne nim sesia no high court in the case of Akisenya aka sɛ mo a mo wɔ 10-year route no a mo ma yɛ British still mo betimi ayɛ Zambrano no na yɛ de ama mo nti wahwɛ wo British ba for 5 years na even under the home office rules no krana 10-year route no have about 5 years yes is here I me apply for indefinite but a high court decision judge must or no yeah home office some court of appeal but a nika dia aba say mo years Zambrano am friend no yes is here mo pa mo send email ti email na mo be send no mo de kwa eno nso mo betime de card abramo ti anuanom ni adofo. Yes, Monkosonia application. Nemo went to me and yes, say, and your problem. Immigration is from 1st of July. Yes, you are 28 days. On true, we didn't go on computer. So, Nemo man on show. On ya on a call. So, person will send email now. EUSS grants at homeoffice.gov.uk. More Zambrano for more 10 years. And I said, 5 years mo pesa mo switch ko EUSS no sa ansem America mo nyina efa mo ho enti sa afa na wo ye wo Zambrano a wo ye wo China wo ye wo Ibrahim wo ye wo Texera ni nyina no wo send ni email sesi a omo say email ni ye EUSS grants at homeoffice.gov.uk enti ayaniji asema aba montimi anya emre wo wa mo betimi aye
Yo agbe ya da se wa bone tofa e de ama etiefo ne ahwefo Uncle Ben acheche mu ewo aya ikrom kasa wa ka ne titi a enti me gide se ato asomu yi ne o ka ne nyina no mum ye mfa memesrem and any die mo mamu nka se o ye beche ye mre kakra wo ekiri nti no me de me ntu ma adwe mo o yes a unim ne besi unim ochina asem enti ne se sia na wo busumi eda wedimi mesrew obetumi aye application abomode na ye application no na onsa enka mesrɛ mo mamon twen sɛ yenya grace bi eno no eye just say ubenya nienti a wentumi anye ebia na wenya wembia na wenhu ne mpo a womfa sisi anke ben ka say homeless na ba mitirimu also ye homeless enti na wentumi anye application now ye homeless address ben po there are some few questions it can pop up wentumi explain wo reason na embia na akoye ne wo ho yo mema menhwe ye ka ne sen adofo a omaba omo hwe ye acknowledge mo kakra mo nyina ye bedi kan adamase se abribia mo wo ha twen ye na ye nhyenhye aneoma emfa emra yi ho yo ye nua ba ohima Vicky nyame nhya say good morning family na agima senior prefect ono nso ewo ho ochiechia obi bia na obomodero se mo bomodea enhye program no na enkwechiri gina edu sei dokasa dom tiliduma class why Dr. Sadum say good morning bro, hope you and the family are doing well. Just a more so Patricia Akosia Pat nyemetete munyina more so the air ko nipa ne guso na mom mesre wo ayembia se won so aba so na wo ba se wo be pipi en keke no akokra wo dey take that 30 seconds no nafa click on your sharing button na obi ebia obenya can I say benefit or benefit from this particular topics yo yenkwe yenim na maybe a telephone lines na tum opese obisa question da ho obetumi emre da ho obetumi ebisa wo question obesa nso etumi asend wo text message e de aba ana say WhatsApp message e de aba 0778793998 ne so obetumi nso aye voice note na odi aba na ankeben ewa ha obeyi emwaye no e de ama o yenhwe yen first message a menu abai or they are repeat amamia ankeben or say good morning please I want to ask lawyer after doing application and the home office returned all your documents including your British child book but didn't return yours but sent a note my passport has been retained. Please, I want to know if they are giving visa in the passport or is still going to be card form. Hey, is it going to be a card form? Thanks. And the question, my name say, tap so mu ye Uncle Ben.
Well, you know, say, and say, you know, yeah, I am our sitting now, bro, 6 months, the book card is on a mouth. I am out biometric permit, resident permit, I indefinite, your mouth biometric card, and our residence card. Now a card, or record gusua, I don't know the year. So we application now we need asset now. Sometimes I almost keep a passport and I compare time I be my asset now. Because I almost feel say a person the woko kroma passport in a bit nyama near tini de wako and intina I almost keep but I know in say you be refuse you. I did try and say we will case to move ya on the beba.
Yo, okay, yenya odofo first caller, nyame nhyraw anope. Miss Raw Mpacho okasa free na ye frau sen mayente wonka.
Good morning.
Morning.
Pacho, from Teresa, me kasa free Liverpool.
Yo ma me Pacho bisasam no ne enko. Why?
Pacho, I'm from question na do kakra. Pacho, I'm from question na do kakra say me say nenya time to me be so nyina dia.
Yo, anke ben Pacho te ne nka de.
I'm yeah.
Okay, ma me Pacho koso wan ba bonitete amai.
Pacho yo, Pacho me ye you na mabe wo ha say. Akala no say please. Na me person me settle status in the man. But me contacted EU Resolution Center for me. Almost say with only birth certificate mean to me apply. In Sinam person me bisa say make me apply for British citizenship amana.
I am one was sitting there.
If I show me a EU member.
Meaning say we EU ni. Was it na then ukra 5 years.
Me pre-settled status.
Pacho then ukra.
Or say pre-settled.
Pre-settled status.
Na akwala ne papa then ukra.
Pacho ne papa su kwa pre-settled status.
Na chese mo wo akwala no na mo nye settled. Enti
Me
under
pacho
section
na
1
yo
of the
dada.
British Nationality Act. So wo ba na wo nye settled. And wo kun so nye settled. Akwala ne papa so nye settled. Akwala no nye British. Enti wo betimi aye application amano. Na akwala no da na wo nye passport ma.
Mantini ye.
And I mean, besides, I don't know one British passport.
Me pacho na ito somewhere chepa.
Yeah, let me besides, I don't know on the passport ma akwala.
Na obisa I don't know on the passport ma akwala.
Me pacho ko na 6 weeks into the gusto am processing.
Okay, I catch and say man on your worry. June twamu kra na. And then no ye nyina hu say obisa no or you protected. Why? And John to no on the passport no. But sometimes in winning passport kra na. Now betimi approve say why ye there was we bia na wunya passport a omo kaba. But the passport no na June kra twa still waiting your application. Why?
Me pacho yo.
Enti no mo say no mo de pa ho na untumi nye ya ye betumi aboa after that. Why? And now usan wo question bi o.
Pacho me another one me another baby of 3 years. Ono so me wo no ha say. E wo UK so. Na medical apply for EU passport amano. Na mpese me hu say me tumi age British one so amana.
I say akwala wa hawedi ahe.
3 years and 3 months.
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3.
British passport. So na me explain it, you know. So we won't settle. Na we couldn't so settled. Mumma no nye settled. Why? Enti.
Okay.
Why?
If I show you.
Oh.
Yes, that's ma'am. I mean,
I'm so bad.
Yo. Hello, call out of 4 so Kafra say we didn't swatch and patch your friend say now case friend.
Me patcho your friend me Lizzie, me friend free base in stock.
Yo.
Now me patcho more question 1. Oh yeah, minimukun na mukun kuta Dutch passport. Inti mo we no oje Dutch passport ma abofrano. Inti abofrano kuta Dutch passport. Na ame mikuta settled like 5 years, pre-settled maybe. Na sisi ama apply na wa mame settled like indefinite no. Na wa mama bano so indefinite no settled no. But mabano ne Dutch book no why expire. But many behini new obium. Ono so say onya mabofra no. Inti no me question ye there me pede mu hu there motum with ne settled no na me settled no motum me daje British book amanana na fe so no motum na meyi behini no efri no dana pocho mo question ya
no be you know why born papa
papa honestly oh Debbie.
Imrinti my uncle Ben you my
Mpocho ma
me besia it has on the yako mama menukum.
Tell me.
Na yoko me yinisinukum. Morton there say e wo afra wa ha na time I wo no afra na nya British because I won nya British and na nya settled. And na papa nya British and na nya settled. Na echi awo benya indefinite stay but to my register woban the British and lobby our friend on British Nationality Act in section 13 no but to my fill a form or friend of form MN1 you know online na nkofo being was sign up na sika £112 sorry £1,012 not 112 1,012
1,012
British man ebi ya afra na awofo ebien no wo bibi a wɔfa no parental responsibility. Awofo no kro no ontum nsesa afra ne din. Ɔde we ebien no wotum nsesa. Na mmom afra ne nyina obotum asesa ne din a onyia ebia ne consent. Enti awono sesi a no pere sesa wo ba ne din a ɔwɔde ne papa gitum. Ne ntum yi papa ne din ne mfrido. Ma waya wada your birth certificate no. Kida afra ne nyi. Anade papa ne mu agi atum de ɔwɔde wo sesa afra ne din. Ai
Mpocho mata. Into Mopocho with the British book, no Seminia, one I walk with a British passport, a bien, nothing was signed a manager on was Vamano. Namutia dame 1,000 was Vamano.
Ne British citizenship, no? In your citizenship, we are. And some are called the British passport. Referee, so I have for school. School. 1 money teacher for non sign. Another would be a British, now professional, so ensign. In Tinko bien and oversign, ye be a Obia can over to my side. Phobia over to my side. If your foreigners are, I will never be listed down coffin. Aye.
Yo, I'm dead in a man article, but or better my kind. Yo, mamma, ya dasi. Being so fashion, aye. Yo, yeah. Any anonymity adofo. Emre Ewaha numbers again. You can call 0203-735-8820, or you can also call 0203-286-0185. We've got 2 mobile phone numbers. One can be. We can both send WhatsApp messages or WhatsApp notes, which are 077-879-39958 or 075-966-20154. Hello, caller. Pacho, your phone is now Casafre.
Pacho,
yes, why would you now manage it?
Pacho, mighty morning. Uncle Ben, good morning. As your friend Owusu na me war. And send me a Nubia, President Bisa. One, me a EU national. And I'm apply my Warren, Ghana. And Yamano, a friend is Yamano, permanent. I may try to turn off my radio. Yamano, a permanent EU settle permanent permanent permitino. Now Orban has the telephones me say on any sponsor she can travel with her sponsor, but another man to me to Orban or more Amana Mawagana say she has to travel with the sponsor. And your mama now, and present me Buzanko Ben said, a dear than a meet me. I have found
why not Yama number Aquala?
There be a mayor.
As now come and tell you, Patron Visa and then actual
Nevis and actual EU settlement scheme permit, a settlement scheme permit, yeah. And
I actually so no penny, and I just a walk of another.
Some may fill the phones no more.
There be your former son, Medisa. Make up this also. Then I actually also.
This and the actual was the actual was why EU settlement scheme permit. Family.
Ghana for also when I walk of another.
I don't know what or the call is last week or the course of person or the ban. And was what they call Ghana Airport, I know, but we're checking in IBB and a British Airways desk is saying that the sponsor, she has to travel with the sponsor because it says my name on a visa.
And Pachao, so Obi J EU family permitter. You draw sponsor the dean room. I don't just say, Mammy Penny, Sabe, on your yard phone. I just will be a son in Saturday number.
Yeah.
So mama number letter immediately. A British Airways complaint section.
Yeah.
Exactly problems are almost causing.
Yeah. Okay.
We need some issue under EUSS family permit and not EEA family permit because some issue under EEA family permit. You come out with me certain fast no problem more cause. Now immediately no allow number because wrong. Because this are not actual. We won't know but I don't interest was so see actual one said to be accompanied by I don't normally in color to be accompanied by send me vignette, and I this and I want a passport. Send me a copy. I mean, it's quite intriguing. A few stories about that. Minim the India, yes, sir. Me who said, Yama Patel, Pretty Patel, I call last week. Minim so no I could can some go masum here. So I know any British reform or assemble because you're more young yamras. Why? Immediately complaint immediately. Why?
Martin, more second question. So second question is also the Wadam phobia or 10-year family routine so which the second time now when you're 2.5. Now Matisia say obitimi apply for indefinite straight away. And no minimum the way sitting to come you and say how no obitimi apply because it me will say either on some brand or now say other a yibiswa baswa because our friend no busamena minimum.
First of all, Wadam for also 10-year route so.
Aye.
Why yet 2?
Yeah.
I'm switching for 5 years. Was switching for 5 years now?
Oh, Nina Manatiko was switching for 5 years now. Or for obey to me as a friend back. Why I'm saying Nina Mana Akatiko.
Obey our 10-year route so. Obey 10 years or so. So obey our 10 years, not switching for 5 years. From date near man of 5 years, obey 5 years or so. High Court account in the case of Akesinya. Sir, where will be our 2.5 now or about a British qualified as Zambrano. Will be to me as Zambrano application. My home office in Jintu yet. Omo apele nti no nyadia applies this year. But yes, no as our 10-year route because the BIA 10-year route in Siono and 5-year route. I will say will be 10 years and Sunny amount indefinite. No more say when the lawful residents our baby dada. Anna 10 years we di 5 years. Now we di 5 years and so maybe I know your student and I know your BB. Anna honest we di 5 years. Ultimately 5 years no boom now 10 years. But so 10-year route. Now Sunny amount 10 years now we illegal. Now one switching for 5 years we did 10 years. That was one son when you're indefinite.
Okay. Or for one muscle, but your first and our friend. Okay. But so when you're more, yes, yeah.
But not no, that's what 2.5 on switching for 5 years.
Yeah, and to be any also, your community no mukwan and for a casa asem. But meaning the entire or more yes,
you made us
why?
They made us a to send a copy of the visa and American.
You
made us.
You made us back. Yeah, but
I know them by Bonso account away there. We were African network. Yo, on the phone number anyway 2219. So it does. Everyone say now because
from me, Abraham. Now, me, Pacho, me, no baby, I guess now. Maintenance interview was 2 crap out of now, so far, me 2.5 years one. The number of them is do something now, then I'll come to you.
I must say on your baby, I will 5 years, and I will worry your baby 5 years.
But also,
only Obana, I will 5 years, and I said, why worry no 5 years?
I'm a worry no 5 years.
Yes, ni. And I wait to Akotna Ghana.
Me 5 years, but we were 5 years resident permit under EU.
Mpacho Obano Dabeno move call Ghana. Ma worry for how many years? This year Dabeno will be 3 years.
October.
Okay. Well, we are okay. Now I apply for AUSS in Ibidada.
Me patron.
How much the amount?
Maybe this month I'm going.
Okay. Well, first of all, no, you law now. So EU national no free ha. Sometimes amount protection under BBI friend retention of rights. And as Article 13 of the derivative right. So rights in under Part 4 of the withdrawal agreement, paragraphs 5 and 6. Ninyina no oma capture ninyina. Enti se oba ne gya ho, woni na gya oba no nyame afre no ne saa ne ma ninyina, mu nyina mo ye captured. The best thing is lawyer now no nkasa. Sa wo pesa wo frɛ a obetimi afrɛ nsisi a lawyers ni nyina wa ha. Na oma kyerɛ o se na obe approach. Why?
Me patron.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So we person offer money is 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340. Now we'll be better on the way. Why?
Yo, Uncle Ben Obeti and number na ati kodada. Yo. Mekan obi nso gyina ahoma so na Mr. Maminka me message ba ko ansana. Okay, yenti we ansana. All right. Okay. Yo, all right, Mamimfa onama and wait. Oh. Sorry, Uncle Ben. I'm also the yenti we no na. Yeah.
Magneti, good morning. Lawyer, good morning. If I told me this question, I'm a madam for Oba. Na wo Ghana ena wanya Ghana ni abranti a wo krum ha wa naturalize na abranti no wo 28 ena madam for ba no so e wo 34 na obisa say age difference no eye ana say age difference na ye sene a ena eye okay say mbetimi aya aware say ehwe mo ba na nyini chen be man 4 years na home office omon ka say odi gibibi ana na odi pebibi ana ena say omo hyase na omo chate nso a na be ma ne ko fie first time no ko hu oba no a saa bre no omo betimi aye marriage no marriage ceremony no ana say onko fie how many times na omo aye marriage ceremony no na marriage ceremony no so wi a efiri bro omo hyase chate ye no enkosi ebre say bosomi say na omo atimi a start omo application no. That's Namisha. Bye.
Yo, Uncle Ben. If I tell you, man.
Awesome, dear. And for age, sir, Bako under 8. Now, only within the class of conforming to me, and while you're near on the year bar, Miss Anya man. Age, dear, said you, in play part. Of course, sir, age difference, as soon. Either say Obama side and Abema side. Sometimes I resist suspicion. Even ye pay crowd who be to make us say, oh, when you sure say Papa ni sick continue dinach. And our way sugar mommy our coffee, me sure say the sick continue di. Ain't in real life, even ye nipa you outside the crowd, I raise eyebrows. But that itself, interest our and our yeah, prescribable age was I don't know the chess our really general. The other part, so is the quality of the relationship. So where she will be even 1 month, 2 months. Now, enya dia what you phone cry to her 1 minute not the bia more phone so it shows the quality of the relationship so now what she will be 10 years now one in it shows the quality of the relationship and she ultimately prescribe someone casa 10 times a day and now 10 times in a week and yes I know the quality of the relationship within the law no, even under the EUSS no, say obi aware suspicion of marriage of convenience no but some yes allegation now I was say omo chance now explaining some refuse to na was so much say age in intina ye feel say aware na nya aware pa in any event no so who ye marriage application nkomo amudi scam transfer physically amuhu no ay important say mo de betre yes obetimi ahia will be on social media normal dating for months not physically no wako once now whilst I won within a week 2 weeks a day 3 days 1 month what worry no are possible because over satisfy one of the requirements of appendix FM actually say machia no nye video shia machia no I physically say we hu nanim na ono so mu wani
yo agbe ya da si we de o ma ka me nua ba bi nso de nra nko ana ne me ka ma sre na o kotwa ne ho Ghana ono oba wenya 59 years si a kotwa ne ho nansen oba ya obeka nse we shia ba ma bi na ba ma na I think is around 31 32 then na em say omo agru mu no neni akwaji pa masisi o pese o ware ba ma yi na Uncle Ben 59 ni 31 me share age gap na enye suspicion it's
oh
not
there
better
be
me aware no
31 years so I am matured and to catch no I 31 ana ma me ya 50 ya
59
59
pachai
I come once I don't know what for me the bottom line the very basic no I love into love or you know I mean listen for me the attitude is a relationship no benyi oni omo ebenyi abom ye ni ideal age I also be pay obi so nipa no pen na the relationship no I qualitative and not quantitative but qualitative that's all you're interested in.
okay yo odofo bi wa homa ne so ye be fa no na ankebe eno ano before no na chese sisi ana obai o se okofie ntienti ana se okonom nko ware ofie ana oho no because ye di nkomo cheye na chese na dwe sipi o so okofie na omo nko ware ofie fie a ware bi ana
So we share no da ehun yin aso be ko because our customary marriage we ni ho kra be man be timi aye no ho ade
okay
I was say or yes sure say our evidence say customary marriage no ana e baso
okay
but one of the requirements even for EU for omo ware after 31st of December no say I was say we hu nipa no da
okay
nti hu no da wuntimi enye nti was say we hu nipa no da so hu no da wuntimi enye why
yo mate
oh,
we are you British na we hu no so da ntem se beba so all right odofo na ma end with 8169 Mr. your friend say na wokasa free
Your friend me question me kasa free South London.
okay mpacho my ento
I'm not sure my sister free like oh no. Obi EU be ko worry my sister the neighbor Hano 2 years ago. Na me person me who say
o kasa no kan yi na nya wo se nya wo kan no em se enko yi o si den mpacho kan yi ma me why
me say my sister EU ni be ko worry my sister the neighbor Hano 2000.
ye kromo me de me nim se to me ware onua ba nti pacho kan yi ma me why
Okay. Me see my sister worry EU ni be our Ghana and Obaha in 2000 and Obaha 2 years ago.
okay
Now me person me who say I or call I saw ESS media.
Okay, Uncle Ben.
I say, na contact or warren sister the naba. We do I was all year. So, but after 21st of April, or 3 months or the day. So, but before 21st of April, I was all year by June. But so when you have do I was all year. Remember, I'm China June. Why?
Okay. Or the 5 years in a buy, and so or year ESS and or but before 31st December 2020 now.
But also the 5 years this and the figure and buy. Yeah, for 5 years this and figure number.
Or the
Yeah, 6 months.
Or the entry one in the buy and not the apply. Or the entry one no buy no apply for 5 years and.
Yes, why that last year and when he has obeyed the why are you covered? Why? Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But what line is so kafra? If I say now free. Hello, what line is so now? Oh, I'm saying na manatiko. Landline dear. Ujina so kakra pena atiako. Yo, mpacho. If I say now free.
Hello.
Yeah, mpacho wa.
Yo, Marty. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nalai.
Yes, I don't mpacho me hoye.
Hello, mami chawo.
So, baby, ojina no echo ho mpacho unti kakra wa.
Me bi. What is that? Me na bi buy. Na me didn't buy no. Me didn't buy 2019. Na 2019 no mama no or the saying pre-settlement. I said no much for me. As my application is complete here. I'm say I didn't want my pre-settlement application. I mean you. And I'm maybe a lawyer who wants them.
Banyati, I don't know. For the past 2 years, no fair about Saturday.
Doctor, what type I am now? What type what kind?
Say be a question.
Miss Oya Union.
I mean, you, Annie.
And I watching a coma for how many years?
Me back 2004.
And who were indefinite stay?
You were definitely you had to call a settlement. Jesus, could I say,
someone indefinite. Maybe an engine almost said application for, but I'm not my mistake. And I was in common man indefinite stay. Why? I was a last me catch last year was then a catch.
But I think I'm indefinitely wrong.
I was on man indefinite.
The application for
but I was there.
Settlement norm the man 5 years. The application for
either sell by for an hour question on decision no my no under the through the EU resolution. But I'll bet me a fellow for yes, bet me. I was some man indefinite.
Can say, oh, I am a pre-settle. Now, I so yes,
I was there 5 years indefinite and how to call pre-settlement.
Then the actual form.
From the Bajo.
Say now, can say, why ye, and dear no, your money pre-settle. Now, say, baby, biomano, and yes, I know kind.
Oh, what you say, young complete application, no. Oh, young complete application. I'm saying, when the other almost a young complete application, no.
Okay.
Manon friend.
Friend, Uncle Ben, onu indi komo. Why?
Yo. Bajo. Uncle Ben number, no. Mr. Mohammed.
Why you ready?
0208. Phone number, Mama, Mr. Me just show Mr. Ojinazo.
0208.
Andy, hello, my name is
0208.
0208
493
493
7340.
7340.
Yeah, you program now. No, I'm afraid. You better now work as a person. Why?
You me da sipi. Ando me da wasi bebre wa nyami shirawo. Nyami shirawo pa. Nyami shirawo.
Yeah, hello, Otto for a while. So, Kafra, if I was an alcasa
My tea, a friend of Kasiwachi Yado.
to you, walk, so eat you.
Maybe person me be a lawyer, I compare. Lawyer, my year application, mommy back. Me, na your application, born and Sano on the 13th of December, 2019. Me only me offer for me and but almost here refuse you on this February 2020. But me banned the end day up to now. And my decision. Now, the person me business but what shame but I say me you can the me who kwanya me first one. Mechi one because it's 2021 and June musu na away. Nti the person wa advise me. That was way no
O mano wa ha na mo Ghana.
Me ban Ghana.
Ana omo ya application in 2020.
No, 2019 born in no November 23rd. And born in on the 13th of December 2019.
Ana so on your decision.
Me nya de because May no last year May na me wo Ghana. And I'm emailing me because now May no na 6 months no I'm emailing me catch me say nam COVID in here nti mechi omuka. Nti me buy na me expect say mechi omuka nti me nso me emaili wo. And almost say me case near complex kakra. Nti mechi omuka. Since then no up to now no menchi omuka bi.
Nti unreasonable nti that was so we sure sir. Over email omo lawyers no. Na one my lawyers say unreasonable. Why? Because by any standards, 18 months, even more, 19 months is here.
Yeah.
On an application, no, by any standard, wrong. Even by Russian standard, wrong. And Mr. Email all lawyers, no, na use the standard notice before action and our pre-action protocol. Why?
Na okay, Matianke. Now you know, me call online on website where I mean no pre-action protocol. I don't know what to me. Me how I see
Well, all call home office, all CASA pre-action protocol template. Ebe yama, but I law brofonia draw. I will get natural. And so open say utia med dictate to be kakra. Or said, dear sir, I write on behalf of Noah Kotu Banidin birth reference number Noah Kotu. We have not received a decision since the application was made in 2019. By any standard, the unreasonable delay is not acceptable. Full stop. You have previously indicated that because of COVID, there might be delays with my son or daughter's application. However, we are aware that since the beginning of 2021, the UK VI has started consideration of applications. I believe that my daughter or son's application deserves particular attention in the sense that it's been with you for 19 months. May I also remind you of your service standard, particularly in relation to your duties under the EEA treaty rights. Normally, we would expect a decision within 6 months. This is to inform you that if I do not receive a response and or a decision within 14 days, I will be bringing an action against you for judicial review. Please let me hear from you as a matter of urgency. And your judicial review department, I'll bet me the alcohol. It's Google Crana where UKBA and UKVI, Home Office Judicial Review Template. Ebe year na so okay brofo making kind na.
Yeah.
Or call back, I'll bet me a plane over. Now I call it now. Why?
Okay. Thank you, Madam.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, bro, for idea. Or send cow bit ya can
I can go around there, Bob.
Yo, Papa, that's right.
Yes,
Okay. But more question me no or send me bisa me shemre no so a eko na odofo bi gina ho ma no so mpacho gina so 1 minute mami Uncle Ben me basi I have a British citizenship 2 years ago and I want to register my son in Ghana who are 15 and 16 years can apply for British book straight away. The question no
I'll say he has a British citizenship.
2 years ago.
Not the man or woman or British, a woman or Ghana, and to say no, you're British and Colana, you're British.
Okay, yo. The question is any outro no sana maybe both so no. Pacho odofo say o manota ma wo mo no nye British citizen. Why ye citizen cry or mo nye citizen or say we go through the process. Why? Into timia. Yo. Odofo a wo so unama end with 2622. Your friend say na o kase free.
Yes, I said, the visa said, you passport. Actually, British passport count like a blessing. And my next question. Mr. said, the Maui Italy, we are sitting like a normal Italy, and not of one.
Kasa ne modu pa. Uncle Ben, my name say what in Candia.
Volume no.
Very thick. I'm trying to control it here. But Otiana, my man is a repeat bill.
Or say, sir, Obi or but you may repeat.
But repeat to question
But me say, me na me person who say who to me apply for British passport come on now dual citizen na. And a second one, the family no more Italy, me to me apply settlement scheme no more one.
Okay.
Italy. Hey, Uncle Ben Pacho, Obemaya.
Yes, Obia will qualify under Section 6 of the British Nationality Act, Schedule 1. So we will be a indefinite stay and our permanent residence. Now, what's now lawfully for 5 years? Now we are indefinite and our permanent in 1 year bar under Section 6, Schedule 1. Section 6.1. So we can and now you're in your British. Section 6.2. So we can now you're a British. Our so your life in UK in English test. However, Corona will free so no. Be are not allow dual nationality. Also check it.
And my next question.
Mommy lower radio no next phone is my Mommy Pachote Menka. Oh. Hello, Uncle Ben. Hey, mom, why by it? Okay. Se make no Uncle Ben Pacho koso mami.
The other part no, so the Busia for our Italy. Now on as at 31st of December no ha. Obetime the Busia for number. A chance are protected under the withdrawal agreement. I don't pay me read the withdrawal. I'm a church in Asia, Mamma. And yes, obetime the Busia for no so.
Yo, ain't my me I would tell me. Nam say, oh, Cassa make us and I want it. Ain't no tea, when more a fate. Why? Okay. Yo, Uncle Ben, and I'm saying, no air no, I'll prefer say, men patrol, well, friend of mammy, 2 seconds, maybe why? Mean kind me question, yenya moye and sana, yemre no, as soon. Yo, or see, I've been married 4 times. People look shocked, shocked, considering I'm very young. Yes, it is true. Yo. Once in the forecourt of my parents' home in Ghana, customary marriage. Second time in the then church I attended, as my then pastor wanted to give his blessings as he was aware I'm going away. This turns out to be full ceremony in front of a whole congregation on Sunday morning. Very embarrassing for the poor man. We got married certificate from Accra Town Council. Third time took place on arrival in England. My husband came up with the idea. Sorry, my husband came up with the ideal. It would be sorry. Third time took place on arrival in England. My husband came up with the idea it would be ideal to have the marriage registered so I can adapt his name to make future paperwork, etc., simpler. So it happened and I became Mrs. So and so. Not satisfied, we planned a white wedding in his place of worship where I joined him on arrival, the glorious St. Barnabas Catholic Church in Shiley, so he can share the marriage with his friends, as I hardly known anyone on arrival here. My husband has got his full grips on me. Wallahi. Maybe I should have one to share with my friends. Uncle Ben, when was I married? So I can have a proper celebration. Let's just say, Wawari. It's quite interesting, but Uncle Ben, you share legality. Israel.
Okay, and TNN names Ghana customary law marriage, I have valid. Our Ghana, I have valid with UK. And then the first one, our Ghana, na ono and a nikuno and when did you marry? No, is the first marriage. After that, civil marriage, and now the Ghana, your friend, ordinance marriage, and a religious marriage, or the pastors of the blessing, and I know for want of a better word, a blessing. However, so sorry, no more to me some I don't see our way, but we'll take our worry in our first one. The other our England, oh, I be some questions. So what worried now? Okay, so what worried? I'm on my own worry. All those person worry I have a year now. It's very likely, sir, mutual and truck, but still no. Data worry in the Ghana. The only problem is AD and I will need certificate our nature. Certificate nowadays, and I don't know AD and the panel. But between one animal bush and 4 years, will be an insert or worry our Ghana. So I date now or your 1 year.
Yeah, some not just Obi Becca's away there. I should share him. Our back, we fear, said no, I don't know, but I know what to serve friends and family. So, yeah, worrying to come and join us. Celebrate is simple now, call baby. Now, wait, some more Uncle Bear. You better was say, questions, baby. Measure a 5 minutes to the time. Now, I do not a friend with a mepamucho. Me fact calls baby, Naminya Quine and daily with Kakrana, a wahano, because I can just 2 questions, penna. Yet to me, I sorry free her. Ain't no, many are be mean bonadi.
Hello, good morning. Papacho, your friend me, Afari Justina, because of free Ghana. Papacho, my problem is say visa no omude amame, but omude visa no mame no na mistake wom. Me kunu na ye bibi amame free landing, so oba be family me kunu owo landing. Iti me kunu awie bibia ma submit o mama me visa no mama me 6 months. The 6 months no started from March.
nti me prepare ye bibia sɛ mɛkɔ April nti April no na mɛkɔɔyɛ ɛna ɔmo sɛ gye sɛ me ne me kunu kɔ gye sɛ me kunu bɛfa no
yeah, answer question we.
nti me kunu ayɛ n'adwene sɛ ɔbɛba
say answer question we nti no you betwa so na yen fa ne foforo another one we were ha or say please, my name is Justin Afare. I am a Ghanaian. I'm in Ghana, and my husband is, I believe, say Onwan or Atron in a statement form. So let's take this one rather.
BWF any generated. I'm afraid that I'm a senior Japan. We didn't be assassin big I see. So, you find say what Yama EU in fear no be. And every time I work out indefinite, what I'm feeling, and every time I work out indefinite. You find some more Jaya warrior. At the end, no man who be here, they are all definite, Who's a new settlement scheme in that, and no matter Sakaka. The new settlement scheme, never now, but Rebecca was setting up football. Nine definite, or the coin, upon the Wajawari. When it's open here, divorce certificate, but there be now being here fee, the other counterpart, See, be also on farm, and I'll set them all. What do you need? What vital documents are being here? The machine, sure.
Okay, Uncle Ben.
Well, I mean, again, under Article 13, I am protected by withdrawal agreement. So what Jai Obia, you didn't say was someone worried for at least 3 years. You didn't say dating now with Jano, Nani Pano, UK. You didn't say, well, mono the data with Jano and also UK. You didn't say Nipano Atna UK for a period. Because under the EUSS and a human residents, to be one, I almost be said for the DHS period now, Wujinasono, or Banon Sonoa. And Chadia obey here evidence of residence, divorce. Obana ye EUSS now, a crack request for information in ATU being here the EUSS reference number. Ideally, no, email now, the man, I friend a status letter now. There won't be as a indefinite, not as a qualify into the period of residence, and all the other coincide. That's as a divorce document, I'll be here. We're saying here our passport, over here our NI number. Obana was a woman, the full name, date of birth, NI number. So on your application now. By application, the NI number, on your problem. Now, or the application reference number, no, and a bear. Who we are. Your bought letter near upload to account. I was so bought letter now explain it because I'm more EUSS. Then you mean retention of rights either under EU 11 or under EU 14. And you mean the reference point to the EA regulation 10.5. 10.5, it to me, a free Article 13 of the EEA regulation, citizens regulation, now directives. Now, because of Article 4 of the withdrawal agreement, meaning I are protected. And they let me say, rely on Article 13 of the directive, the withdrawal agreement. They show, idea well, why you divorced? Why?
Yo, say Emrena so mo amutie o radio no so mo fa nche me ye na Facebook na ankebe mbema ye last no normally nka percent koma na radio for no nyina nso eti but o switch call ye can say Facebook ni YouTuber obeti ne ene ode bejae na nsa na mema ne ho kwan na wejae no mesre mo say nyame adoma ochina the community and the law no baso basu gidi questions be brave ha to be very honest ne akoye yi nsɛm no nti no questions ne do so yi pa nti no ye de dodo na nso bɛkɔ hɔ no na Uncle Ben ene ye bishia na we yi ne nyina emwa we ma ye answers to all these questions ye de bɛkɔ no nti make a date with us the community and the law now 4 o'clock sharp to 6 o'clock 2 solid hours na ibidi sa adwumadi ewo Bwf Solicitors for omo website na no Facebook live and the YouTube live ne so mesremo mo nhye ne so ɔkyena nso onya na wachiche na nkrofo ate aha fitiene up to 30th of June no is just a stone throw eni ekyiri kra ohwehwe Bwf Solicitors ekyira kwan a yewie upese okohu omo a bomode afa saa na ma we etu kotodwem na bobo saa na 0208 493 7340 message subium a very important number 0208 493 7340 Udietro natural boldly Bwf Solicitors na ofre lawyers ni nyina obetumi request for them. You can request for Uncle Ben, you can request for lawyer Richie, you can request for lawyer Eunice, and all the lawyers obetumi request na yenyo unyo mo akasa yo Uncle Ben say emre no emma ye ho kwan ye su gina fa kwa na ugina wa de so anomentu a ugina ho enti no emre na bewie ye de ye be sire o se eden na odibeja ye ansa na ya hwe nim ochina
yo ahima first of all mamenda ye nuanomase ye damase bebre hopefully achina so mobeshia ya lawyers no baako me call me final COVID actually. Yes, topic recorded by a brilliant fee waiver to Munshia. I'm say Nima Mienu na Medibejamo. High Court in the case of Akisenya this week he said Zambrano for over 2.5 hours to which me apply for Zambrano. And more fee near my boy Hamo. Mongemo, but Home Office so more appeal and Munyabotre. So even after 30th of June, na I think some of it. The second part, I am more Zambrano so that I know. You say more perform a mobile application. Now instead some of it because sometimes more fry check, more email or more. EUSS grants, 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 EUSS grants at homeoffice.gov.uk. Mo email application and so mobile email. I am brilliant because obiwa you're worried. So time no crem the human and nema. Now the form will be posted on this will be posted never check. Way quicker. When so to me a bulk application up to 10 applicants through the email. No. The final part, I'm say and I have also say more EUSS moon cosonia by my went to me anya and on Tressa was so fikumoha or reasonable explanation we are kola on tiapo on the computer say winning computer or computer winning internet or internet on the internet as nina no reasons are obetini aye ana more tete EU card no so when to me anya still no or chance at obey because of what card no over cassette no name say or so ye manya tea etamunyina se ekoso adamas hopefully achina the be homunyina
bye bye yenso yedawase pa ne wo mra de bia de be educated community
London yagye abasobodie bebree ne ya redare ewo mranse mu legal services be to say family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. What Bwf yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penimpa Bennard Owusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. Bwf Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care eya abofrahwe mu. Awaregya ye ho twuma mentwe. Ene ohye anan junction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Ye child care any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe nia ya wo bre mu. Enu nti ne yeto ye mbo ase ma wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Ayobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu no sanso ye member na kyerɛ sɛ ɛba no sɛ ye gina wachi etwitwa agyew ɛwɔ family ɛne matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw kraa. Wopɛ advice ɛwɔ immigration sensɛm ho. Wɔ Bwf Solicitors deɛ, yɛ immigration team no abredare ɛwɔ general immigration ho nsɛmsɛm kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho ntotoyɛ ɛne entry clearance visas, family visas ne appeals. Yɛn senior partner ɛyɛ member na wasan gyina tum ɛwɔ Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Nti sɛ yɛtae w'akyi a wonni haw koraa. Yɛbie yɛn office free juada ekosi fiada anɔpa nɔnkron pɛɛ mu ekosi enumere nonsia ɛyɛ 9:30 AM kosi 6 PM ɛna memeneda nso ɛyɛ appointment nko a free anɔpa nondu ekosi ewia nɔnan ɛyɛ 10 AM kosi 4 PM. Yɛwɔ 4th floor ɛwɔ Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sɛ wonnante firi 7 Sisters Underground nso a ɛyɛ kwantiaa bi. Yɛn senior partner Bernard Owusu san yɛ barrister yɛagye n'atom na ɔyɛ Ghana Bar Association member ɛna wasan gyina sɛ mmaranimfoɔ ɛwɔ court cases a ɛfa Ghana law ho. Wɔ advising local authorities, official solicitors office ne solicitors bebree ɛfa Ghanaian law ho yie na ɔsan yɛ obi a ɔtae kasa radio any TV so for Ghanaian law.